I'm Mike Sullivan, and today we're going to talk about tips for beginners. If you're just getting into the game, this video is for you. So if you're watching this video, you're either brushing up on some skills or you're a new golfer who's just getting into the game. So if you're a new golfer, welcome. The intent here is to just give you a few things to work on so you can learn some fundamentals so that when you do go to the range or the practice tee, you'll be getting off to a good start and building some good habits to get you fundamentally sound to get into the game of golf. Okay, so for the grip, as a beginner, what I'd like you to think about for the grip is think about the way that your hands are positioned when they hang naturally from your side. So I'm going to set this club down. If I just let my hands kind of hang naturally from my shoulders here, notice how the palms of my hands face in towards my body. And take a look at my left hand here. You can see some of that logo looking towards the camera. So we want to make sure when we start with our lead hand, our left hand. So if you're a left-handed golfer, this would be your right hand. Our lead hand, we want to have this position that's natural be the way that we hold the club. So a way to do this is to hold the club over to the side of your hip and just let that left hand relax and kind of hang on that club. When I move the club in front of me, and I'm going to move up towards the camera here now, when I move that club in front of me, I can see I've got this V here between my thumb and my forefinger. That V is going to point to the right of my body, towards my right shoulder or my back shoulder. So if you're left-handed, this would be going towards your left shoulder. So this V goes towards my back shoulder. My right hand, what I want to do with my right hand is I want to make sure I'm gripping the club very much in the fingers, so it's actually easier to start up top. I want the palm of the club to be pointing the same direction as the club face here, and I'm just going to slide my right hand down. Now from here, and I'm going to move up to the camera again, from here I can either leave my fingers just like they are, this is a 10-finger grip or a baseball grip, or we can interlock that pinky between my forearm, my forefinger and my middle finger, or I can interlock those. Okay, so this is the basic grip. I'm going to put this club down in front of me. So when you get a look here, you can see in my top hand, my left hand for right-handed golfer, in the fingers, V pointing at my right shoulder. My right hand, or my back hand, the V is pointing more towards my chin, and my palm is matching up with where that club face is going to be throughout impact. It's really important to have a good solid grip. We need to be able to get our hands positioned this way so we can hinge the club properly, we can square the club face, and we can support the club at the top of our swing. So work on those things in your grip first thing before you even get to the range. Okay, so once again, if you've seen some of these videos, sometimes I have to put my hand up here to keep the wind out of the mic, but that's okay. So now we're talking alignment. Just about everybody that comes for lessons who's been playing for a while that has taught themselves, they have an alignment problem. So just as you're getting going, use these sticks and put them on the ground to help you with your alignment. They cost a total of, I think, $2 each at a hardware store. And what we're doing here is we have this one stick on the ground that's pointing at my target. Now what's really important is the way that I'm going to figure out where to put that stick is I'm going to walk back here by the camera, by you, and I'm going to look straight down the target line, and what I want to do is I want to actually straddle the target line as I look down that line, all right? So I need to get both eyes looking down this line to see how to place this stick. This stick here, this is a parallel stick that's going to help me with my feet. Once we get this first stick down, it's actually pretty easy to get my club lined up so that the ball would go right over it. But this second stick is going to help me get my feet set up so that my feet are in a line that's parallel to my target line. Another way that we want to think about this is when we play golf, we want to align ourselves like we're standing on railroad tracks. The ball is on one railroad track, and that is my target line. That's where the target is. My feet will stand on the other railroad track. We do not want to try to get our body pointed at the target because that's going to make us swing the club out to the right, and we're going to miss shots to the right. Now, if we do develop this habit of lining up to the right pretty quickly, we're going to create an inefficient golf swing to try to force the ball back to the left. So, boy, The things that really get people in trouble are the most fundamental things. So make sure your grip is good, make sure your alignment is good. The next thing we're going to talk about is your setup or your posture. Okay, now as for posture goes, what we want to do is we want to swing the club through the hitting zone. Think about a baseball player. I want to swing the club 90 degrees around my torso or around my spine. So all I really want to accomplish is I want to make sure I've got a neutral spine angle, really good posture, because if I have good posture, I have the ability to turn my hips and shoulders. If we don't have good posture, we can't turn our hips and shoulders, we can't play good golf, we're going to end up with compensations, we're going to end up with an inefficient swing. So we want to make sure we maintain this nice neutral spine angle. One of the ways we do it is we can take a club and put it behind our back and put the grip end on our tailbone and then lift our head up so I know I've got nice neutral spine angle. Another way to do it also is you can go ahead and just set up with the club pointing at your belt buckle parallel to the ground. And now this may take a little bit of work learning this, but we've got to bend from the hips so that my spine is basically, you know, relatively the same standing here as is standing here. I've just got this bend coming from the hips, all right? So good grip, number one. It's amazing how people's golf swings develop around their grip. If they get a bad grip, they're probably gonna have a bad golf swing. Number two, alignment. Alignment takes absolutely no skill to do it. It's just attention to detail. We need to practice with good alignment so that we start to see the target correctly. If we're always used to lining up, say way off to the right, we start a target to the left, we're training ourselves how to have bad alignment. And then the third thing is so important before we get going is to make sure that we've got good posture, we've got a nice neutral spine angle so that I can turn my hips back, turn my hips and shoulders through. Unbelievably important. Grip, alignment, posture, work on these things, work on them around the house, then go to the range, take your time, and enjoy that first bucket of balls that you're going to hit with good fundamentals. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up for a like. And if you subscribe to our channel, you'll be notified by email each time that we produce a new instructional video.